Morning folks, curious time to arrive. Horsey has got a bloody mouth, and don't worry folks, it's not because a tourist decided to punch the horse. Not sure yet. The police just went to knock on the window. The trooper just having a look, but yeah, there's quite a bit of blood actually in the horse's mouth. Not sure what's going on. Look, he's just having a good look now. You can see it folks. What do we think of questions? Has he got... I mean, the horse doesn't look in any kind of discomfort, but something happened. Not sure what, but he's not a happy horsey. I'm thinking maybe gingivitis. I'm thinking horsey did not brush his teeth properly. Oh, Farrier's having a quick look. Actually, wait, I can't quite see, probably because of my sunglasses, whether his beret is very dark, i.e. Farrier's, almost black, or whether it's just dark blue and slightly faded. So don't take my word for it. Instinctively, I think this is either today's stableman or Farrier, but I might be wrong. Having a good look at the horse's mouth. He's an equine dentist, everybody. Any equine dentists in the chat? I mean, it's not so severe that it's dripping on the floor, which I guess has got to be one good sign. The trooper seems pretty relaxed. They've had a good look. The horse is definitely not in any kind of discomfort, otherwise it would be kicking off. Nothing happened, nobody touched it or whatever. Looks like he got something stuck, in fact, maybe the bit. Oh! Ladies and gents, let me just run into the yard very quickly, because look what we've got here. Hiya. Been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah, I've been hiding in my house. Stay away from you.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, folks, I'm going to state categorically that is the finest trumpet salute that I've ever heard here at Horseguards. That was flawless. Correct me if I'm wrong. There we go. Blue's leaving, folks. What a beautiful sight. Somebody's come over saying, get out of the way. It's like, hello, sweetheart. If I'm in your way, move around me. Brilliant, folks. That was a really superb solo. I'm trying to see which troop it is. Hopefully I'll get to see... Oh! A little bit of uncertainty this morning. I'm not sure if it's anything to do with the horse at the front. That was... yeah, super. I'm not having any tourists coming over to me and say get out of the way when I was already there. Just like, hello, go round me. We're getting, I think... Hold on. Let's have a quick look who's the last out. Pretty sure it's a captain. Third pip hidden under his cloak, looking rather splendid. Yes, it is. Yeah. Wow. I mean, that was pretty good timing, folks, if I do say so myself. Yeah. The squash in the tunnel is pretty severe. So severe that I'm going to have to join it. Why? Why not? Here we go. I'm going to pretend I'm a French tourist, guys, just for the sake of the video. Oh, the kingsguards here in London. It is super, no? We do not have this at home in Paris or in my hometown of Burgundy. This is why we took the Eurostar, the train to London this morning to see the guard of the king. here we are. Oh, good lord, it is absolutely drenched at the back here. Which is curious. I mean, did it even rain yet? I don't remember actually if it rained yesterday. Actually, guys, I just realised something. There's no point in me standing here with all of the international peasantry and British peasantry when I could go right around the crowd, completely ignoring them all, and get us into a better spot. Oh, he is saying to them, tournez à gauche. Non, monsieur. I am going to tourner à droite. So there, yes. Tournez à droite time for me, folks. So we will get to see, gosh, there's a massive number of people here today. It really is for a not particularly nice day. It's very nice and warm compared to Monday. However, it's pretty flipping gloomy, everybody. But that is a massive turnout, in fact. That's probably the largest one of the year so far. Very impressive. It's good to see that peasants from across the former, well, I say former, I mean we're not in it anymore, peasants from across the EU have decided to descend upon London. Wait, I'm trying to get not run over by the trooper in his car. Actually, wait, he just realised he can't get out now because the police the police would not let him out for the moment, not with the King's Lifeguard approaching. I'm just trying to suss in my mind which is going to be better light-wise, this side or the other side. I think this side. Look, the tourists, they're like, oh my god, mon dieu, what is it? It is amazing. Anyway, ladies and gents, let's ignore them. We'll go right to the front. Why? Because we want to capture, ideally, the trumpeter's horse. Here we are. Horse guards is where you are.
Sorry?
Horse guards.
Horse guards.
English girl behind me said, I don't even know where I am in their own country. Okay, there we go, folks. Look at that. Perfect. We're getting the entire troop ride right in front of the camera. C'est super. Incidentally, folks, and thank you to the person that pointed it out. Much appreciated. Wait, let me not get run over by the police. Hold on. Please don't stop me, officers. Uh-oh. Guys, that's it. Get the cuffs are ready. Uh-oh. The guy in the back definitely wanted to get rid of me. He was like, you're too close to the guard of the king. Oh, no. Sorry, so in the way. It's all happening here this morning. Okay. Sorry about that, people. I had no idea that the Blues had decided to go to the USA and recruit Wynton Marsalis to play their trumpet solos. Magnificent. It's actually a trumpet salute, by the way. Sorry, my point about the flag. Okay, thank you to the lovely viewer who went into great depth to research what we see. Okay, the Royal Standard is only carried at ceremonial events, official events. What we see here, the flag here, yes, it looks like the guidon, if that's how you pronounce it. It is actually the regimental standard. Okay, folks, that is the official name for the flag. The regimental standard. I refer to it as regimental colours. It's the regimental standard. So I'm going to zip past this massive number of peasants and get myself back through the tunnel ASAP, people. Why? Because if I don't, I'm going to regret it. More importantly, they'll be coming over shortly. Hey, morning, sir. Miles away. All good? Getting through into the yard as quickly as possible. Sorry, I'm ignoring or completely missed a few people I know there. Trying to concentrate on not bashing into a tourist. Okay, right. So back in the yard, away from the zillion people at the back, which is great. Fingers crossed. It's okay to go across. Thank you. And I've got permission to be on this corner, which is where I wanted to be this morning. Okay, right, we're on the corner, guys. The magic corner. Why is it magic? Well, because sometimes it exists and other times it doesn't. Well, one of the horses does not sound a happy, happy cloppy chappy at the front. Oh, wait, he's actually out of the box. 1 second. Let's have a quick look what's going on with the horse. I don't know why he doesn't seem happy. I hope I haven't lost my spot on the corner permanently. The police are out here having a look. He's like, good morning. I need to go for a walk. He doesn't want to work. He's not in working mood this morning.
Sinistra! Stay to the left.
He's like, whoa. He's really not in the mood, this horsey. Okay, let me keep myself way back in case the troop wants to bring him through the gate. Back heel, like rearing him into the box. What's that? No!
Go through the back again, geese.
I want to go with my friends back to the stables. Oh, hold on a second. Problem solved extraordinaire is here. Let's see what happens now. The horse is suddenly completely pacified. He's like, yes sir, I will go into the box. That's it. He was missing the stableman, everybody. Today's stableman, as you can see, is a very familiar face. Look at that. Wow. Stableman came out and the horse just automatically chilled out in 2 seconds. Very curious. You would not believe it. Just like you wouldn't believe what I'm seeing coming through the tunnel. We've missed our option, folks, of being on the corner, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Why? Because this is still a pretty good option anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And of course, ladies and gents, we have got 7 more, including the trumpeter's spectacular grey, still out the back. Okay, I'm feeling good. We didn't actually miss anything yet. That's extraordinary how quickly this massive horse... Wait, let's go and have a look which horse it is. How quickly this massive horse settled down when the stableman came out. He didn't even say anything to the horse. He just looked at him and said, horsey, if I'm working today, so are you. And that was that. Oh, hold on. I said the troop on the horse is very experienced, so even if the horse did kick off, he'd soon show him who's boss. Let's have a look, folks, and see if we can figure out which horsey we've got here. This opinionated, glorious beauty of a horse. Bearing in mind the Blues are going to be leaving shortly. They'll be back at the weekend, but they're just about to head off in the next 10 to 15 minutes. Ooh. All good? I'm trying not to get... Ah, is that it? 1 second. Let's have a good look. If it is, you've got brilliant eyesight. Oh my god, your eyesight is pretty good. It's pretty good. 1 second. See which one it is. Well, it's a new one. It's a second new one. There was a new one on Monday. This one's new as well. It's not on the list. These blue scoundrels, everybody, they do it on purpose. They are doing it to trick us. They've decided that we don't deserve to know which horses are out anymore. So yep, that's it. They've decided to trick us. Let's have a look though at the other one while we're still here. Actually, wait, the other one's got such a clear hoof number. I don't even need to look it up. 1 second. Okay. Oh, remarkably, this horse, folks, is one of our favourites. It's Mr. Frothy Milkshake Mouth. I didn't notice that earlier because I was focusing on the fact that he had bleeding gums. However, it is Yosemite, and today he's not super frothy. I think he's over his milkshake phase. Take us back out. I didn't realise we were at 1.2. Yeah, he is over his frothy milkshake phase. Definitely Yosemite. I can see it from the hoof. Okay, that's good. Good to see that he's happy and settled down, in fact, after his bleeding gum issue this morning. So yeah, the new one at this end. Very odd. I'm not gonna. Yeah. 1 second, just having a look. Double check I didn't miss it. No, I didn't miss it, folks. So I've got 2 new numbers that I'm kind of working on. What, the thing on the wall? Yeah. Yeah. I think they changed that when they redid the yard.
Yeah, and something happened. They had to post that. That's why the ambulance.
I noticed that's why the officer ran over and pushed it before. Rare actually to see that one being pushed. By the way, those kind of things we shouldn't.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about it later. I was already told that, but I completely forgot to mention it. Oops. Okay. Did I say that? Ah, sorry. Wait, by the way, did you see Busky's video yesterday with the two idiot kids getting thrown out?
Yes.
Were you here yesterday?
I didn't see what's going on only 1 hour yesterday because it got raining.
I'm pretty sure he posted. Yeah, he always posts it the same day. But yeah, there were two idiots in that corner, and the police ran over them and said to them, "Like, get out." He always missed the good bits. It's like, no.
Hey, but yesterday, just
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You see, it is Ramadan. You're right. That said, though, it's good that this year Ramadan is super early. I remember 3 years ago it was in June. It was just, it's impossible when it's that hot.
That's good for us. Just a few hours.
At least it's not super hot, because the worst part is when you can't drink there. The fasting is easy, but not drinking. Whoa. Right, folks, let's have a look. Who have we got here? Somebody tickling the horse. Tickle, tickle, tickle on the nose. Oh, somebody's saying it's a great time. And you know what? They're right, it is. I heard you say it's a great time. You're right, it is the best time of the day. In half an hour from now, there'll be 1,000 people here. Very smart US tourist there, guys. Yes, it is the best time. Here they come for their pictures. Ta-da! Tourist plus horse. Correction, folks. Happy tourist plus horse. In fact, the tourist is even happier than the horse. It's good to see that his frothy mouth problem seems to be largely resolved. There is a bit of froth, but it's nowhere near as much as we've seen before. Let's actually, before I forget, let's grab the markings of the other horse for reference. I know that will be the first thing that I'm asked. Have you got a picture of the horse's face? Let's have a look. Well, we've got back right, a single sock. Very, very dark horse actually. It's very dark compared to some of the blues horses we've seen here recently. Star, very, very distinctive. In fact, that's one of the most perfectly shaped stars we've ever seen. Actually, wait, I've just realised something. Looking at the mouth, this is the horse that we had here on Monday. He's like, yes, you remember me. Horsey, I do remember you, chap, but sadly, you didn't tell me your name. Maybe whisper it to me secretly when I walk past. How about that? Oh, damn it. Too late. She's going to ask the horse now. Horsey, what's your name? My name is Get Off Me, Don't Touch Me. I think she's trying to rub a hole in his coat. It's a pity we don't know this one. Yeah, everybody, really, really good looking horse, like super good looking horse. Keep an eye on the yard as well, because we've still got the rest of the lifeguards to come in, including the lifeguards grey with the trumpeter. So it's actually a trumpet salute, as I mentioned before, folks. I'm trying to sort of get my terminology, pretty much spot on. Yes, it's a trumpet salute for the king. I was calling it a trumpet solo. I know it's kind of the same thing, but hey, I like to be, pretty much on it. So trumpet salute, and the regimental standard. Okay. So for example, if the troopers are on parade or an official ceremonial function, etc., or for example, we'll be having trooping of the colour in a couple of months' time, during those events they will carry the regimental standard and what's officially known as the sovereign's standard, which I often call the royal standard. Again, sovereign, royal, same thing, but official names: regimental standard, sovereign standard. So none of this colours stuff applies with HCAV. If the person that told me all of that is wrong, then I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. But oh, the horse is sticking his tongue out. Is that blur? But I'm pretty sure you're right. So that I trust your judgment, just like she's trusting the horse's judgment. This one's getting all the attention today, and Yosemite is not getting all the attention today. Or Yosemite. Right, folks, let's get back through here. There's like a standoff in the back, as usual. We've got the two bosses, 2 officers. It looks like 2 captains. Lifeguards on the left, Blues and Royals on the right. If I zoom in, you can just about make it out. Look, there we are. Looks super clear to me, but I know it's a bit fuzzy when I zoom in past 5, so I tried to keep it as it is. I'm tempted to go on the corner, but the thing is, if I go on the corner... Oh! He's like, excuse me, where is the nearest place that has a public toilet? Officer said, Heathrow Airport. If you go through the front gates, walk for 2.5 hours, straight direction, all the way toward West London, then you'll find it. He's like, left or right? Brilliant. See? How's about that? He's only got a 2.5 hour walk, guys, until he can deal with that small issue. Yeah, I was just saying, if I go onto the corner, we might well have a 15-minute wait. I don't think we will, but just be my luck. Whereas if I don't go onto the corner, they'll ride through in 30 seconds. You know how it is, people. I've misjudged it too many times to get caught again. So I think... Actually, I've noticed actually that the... this is curious. The gatesman's not at his post because he is in the tunnel. He's already in the tunnel. Which leads me to believe they're going to bring out the replacement gatesman before they bring out the replacement horses. It's not guaranteed, but in all probability, that I think is what's going to happen. In fact, highly likely. The tunnel is really stuffed. I don't want to get too stuck in here, folks, otherwise it's going to be a problem to get out quick if something happens at either end. Seeing how many people wave or give a thumbs up or a salute. They're all looking like, hold on, there is a guard in the tunnel. This guy's like, look, mon Dieu, why are you filming me? Quite a procession of people, no? Guys, from horseguardsparade through the tunnel to the yard. Oh, that was the guard sneezing, folks. He's caught influenza from one of these unwashed Frenchy tourists. I think one of them sneezed on him yesterday. We'll start doing reaction videos. What's the public reaction to the guard in the tunnel? Most of them couldn't care less. Some of them are like, whoa. And some of them don't even realise there's a camera. Tunnel cam, we'll call it, people. I never understood the point of kind of walking sideways and grabbing a quick snap, because if it's interesting enough to stop and photograph it, take a moment, stand still, frame the picture properly, adjust the lighting, and boom, off you go. Okay, that finally equals breathing space. Ooh, okay. I was very worried, guys, about catching germs from the Frenchies. We know that the bedbug epidemic has largely subsided, or I hope so, because I'm going to Paris next month. But I don't want to catch Frenchy flu. Okay, Frenchy flu is a lot worse than the English version. You cough, you splutter, it feels almost like you've got snails or frog's legs in your throat. It's a really, really severe version of English flu. And I don't want it, and I definitely don't need it. Having a chit-chat, the two captains are like, so, my good fellow, my good man, who won last night at squash? He's like, well, to be quite honest with you, I didn't really put in my very best effort, because I only remembered to bring one shoe. so I was sort of hopping around in the court. However, this evening, my dear man, I'm going to make sure that I emerge victorious. If not, you may have my horse. Fair enough? I mean, that is fair enough. Come on, let's be honest, isn't it? Realistically. That is what I want to capture shortly, folks. I mean, for some reason, the grey that the lifeguards have brought over is absolutely pure chalk white, whereas the grey that the Blues and Royals brought over, it's actually a little off. It's like a creamy grey. He's a real grey. The other one's absolutely white. In fact, it could be an albino horse. So let's go back in and wait for them. Yep, they're taking their time to change over the gatesman. He's still there waiting for his breakfast. Now the thing is, will they decide to line up, everybody? That's the key question this morning. Will they decide to line up? You know what? They might. And I think that's the reason. Wait, look at the light. It's a tough one, this. They're actually going to do the horses first. Interesting. Yep, horses first, guys. So I'm in a good spot. Here they come. The two first lifeguard beauties. Which horses? No idea, but we'll find out shortly, I hope. I mean, like, I really, really hope. Fingers crossed. There we are. In fact, this is the best spot to be filming this bit. There's no chance of the crowd causing problems today because they've all gone to the front. Oh, look, horses like, good morning. How elegant is that, eh? Brilliant. In fact, the boxman on my left, out of frame, is almost always a gatesman. So another very versatile fellow who switches roles. And there we have it, guys. Blues horse is just about to come off and they are done. Goodbye Unknown Horsey on the right and Yosemite, plus Bleeding Gums. Who's actually now on the right. It's on the left. But he's now at the back, he's not at the rear. Don't know the one at the front, and Yosemite at the back. Finito Pedrito. Okay, so next up they will bring out the relief. And for that moment, folks, we will dash very quickly, shortly, into the tunnel and get a good spot. I'll see that now actually before everyone comes through, because I can already see a flood of people coming through the front gates. A nice clear shot of the relief lifeguards coming from the stable area. Blues and Royals gatesman, who will shortly be having breakfast back at Hyde Park Barracks. I'm sure he can't wait. I know how he feels actually, folks. I didn't have my breakfast yet either. Keep it focused here. That way we'll see the lifeguard relief march into the tunnel, leave the Blues and Royals, and that will complete the ceremonial guard handover or changeover. I'm actually not sure what the troopers call it, folks, whether they call it a changeover or a handover. Now, you're thinking that the tunnel's deserted and no one is taking pictures. You know what? You'd be wrong, folks. That's how it really is here in the tunnel in the mornings. Sorry. Yep, the troopers are that popular, everybody. boom. As soon as it forms up, it vanishes. And we've got breathing space again, but it never lasts. Anyway, here comes the relief, perfectly timed with the tourists departing from the tunnel. So they all just marched off, the tourists that is, and they missed it. Which seems completely ridiculous, but there it is. And there we have it, folks. It's done. The Blues have finished. They are completely now relieved, and they'll be back off to Hyde Park pretty much imminently. Anyway, next up, the rest of the troop coming from the playground at the back into the yard. The second we can actually get past, the troopers marched off already. He's had enough. He wants to go into the archway. There he is. It's okay. Oh, it's pretty busy in there, people, today. Now you know why I don't particularly enjoy strolling back and forwards through the tunnel, unlike the tourist guests. Okay, but we're in position. What are we in position for? We're in position for the trooper closing the boxes. No, not really. Rest of the lifeguards coming through. That's what we are in position for. That will be happening pretty much imminently. I'm not going to march too far away from the tunnel because they'll come through the second I'm not there. So, horses closed, the boxes. I will hopefully, guys, be able to give you the names of the two lifeguard horses when I focus at the front after they've finished in here. Still got a couple more Blues to leave. There's two horses that just came off, as you saw, and a few other troopers. Once they've gone, lifeguards will come through, and we should, I hope, get a very, very, very good glimpse of that super glorious chalky white lifeguard grade trumpet horse. Troopers done, completely finito. Thing is, I can't see the clock from here. Oh, I was just thinking, like, hold on a second, these tourists can't really have got it that wrong. What do we think, folks? Do we think the guard's going to shout at them or not? No. And the reason he's not going to shout at them is that they're here for the pop-up shop that's going to be opening shortly, everybody. I thought there was no way they'd be that bold just to stand there unless they've got passes.
Yeah.
The trooper did look at them. That's when I turned and thought, hold on, is he going to say something? Oopsie. They're taking their time this morning, aren't they? That's for sure.
They have been, yes.
Well, yeah. Yeah, a teeny bit late.
Quite right. I missed last week, business elsewhere, and we had the long guard with the lady captain.
Ah, yeah.
Full regalia, which I haven't seen live.
Yep,
so
yep. I know
sorry I missed that.
It is a pity, in fact, when that happens. I think I got most of it this morning. I'm hoping to get the last bit. I got distracted because the horse at the front, that was on the first, the Blues horse, had an issue with the mouth. It was bleeding from the mouth.
Oh, dear.
That's why everyone was coming out and looking at it. So I got a bit distracted by that. But the horse is okay. They took it off. So just waiting to see what happens when.
Oh, that reminds me. Was it last Friday you came through and you found the spots empty? You remember that?
Actually, wait. It was the horse that decided straight away, I don't want to bother working,
That's
and went
right,
back
yeah.
in again. Yeah.
Yeah, but what you didn't know was that I think Abdullah got the video.
Uh-huh.
Before that,
Yeah.
the existing old guard, even before the changeover,
Uh-huh.
the guy who'd just been out there that morning, he played up.
Oh, did you really?
He did a complete 360 in the box,
Yep.
backed out, came charging up here. There's me and a group of people retreating quickly up into that corner.
Just like, I'm not going to risk it, yeah?
Yeah.
surprised actually, the back, that was a massive amount of people on the playground this morning.
They grew quickly. I got down. I was in in time to see the trumpeter.
Yeah.
And I followed him down from the mail. And when I first arrived, it was empty out there. But in that 10 minutes,
That's the best part of the day, isn't it, to be
Yeah.
honest? It is the best part of the day, until this lot turn up and it gets completely jammed. Okay, at least they've got the two. I think they're about to head out, actually. Once these two have gone out, that'll be it. Then we can see the... Thank you, Barry. Yep, see you soon. Okay, the blues horses are in the tunnel. I'm trying to think of the best spot, folks. I don't want all the tourists walking in front, destroying our view. I don't want to push my luck and get shouted at. Actually, let me get right on the edge by the tunnel. I'm going to pretend, everybody. Actually, I should have worn green trousers. And I could have pretended to be a ficus bush. Maybe they wouldn't have noticed me. I could have camouflaged myself against the archers. Entranceway to the tunnel. Okay, right. I'm in front of the military spectacular board. Any of you that haven't bought tickets, by the way, folks, to the military spectaculars happening this summer, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is they are amazing. If you haven't seen them, tourists, Londoners, you would want to see it. That's the good news. Bad news is you're too late. Why? Because you didn't listen when I announced it last week, and they've already sold out. So there we are. He froze. Sometimes the tourists don't understand English and they just stand there like, qui, quoi? These blues are really teasing us all this morning, aren't they, everyone? Taking their a good old time to come out. I'm thinking, actually, after the palace change is finished, all of these people that are heading to the back, hoping probably to see what's going on at Buckingham Palace, they're not going to see it because it's already underway. They're too late. It's funny because often in the mornings when I'm on the way here, I hear people talking about it, and sometimes I'll sort of say, guys, you're going to be too late to see anything. But they're like, oh, it doesn't matter, we'll still go, not realising they're going to be at the back of a 20 deep queue of people. Buckingham Palace folks get there a minimum of an hour to an hour and a half before the guard change starts. Otherwise it's not worth even going. Anyway, here come those blues horses. A corporal of horse at the front, everybody. Our very popular corporal of horse, there he is, leading out the troopers. I've got no idea which horse he's on, but that's a fine looking beast. Oh, this one's like, goodbye John. Oh look, this horse he doesn't want to go. This one. Oh. Who's this big clopster at the back, everybody? Who's the massive cloppy one? Who is pretty much... Sorry, the guy almost walked into me, then I just pushed him out of the way. That big cloppy horse guy is pretty much made the ideal sound. He's absolutely not getting it at all. He's the one that got told to get out of the yard a minute ago. Look. Oh, good lord. Okay, Trooper's off on his first rounds. And finally, any moment, we'll get the rest of the lifeguards through. Oh, I'm not sure if it's a Harry Potter convention happening here today, guys. What's this? That's the second person we've seen here recently wearing a black cloak. What do we think, guys? Harry Potter? Harry Potter theme day? Horseguards? Good place to get pictures, actually, in a cloak. You could pretend that you're in the late 18th century and nobody would know the difference. Actually, I'm just trying to think. We want to get a really clear shot. Actually, I'm going to go to the other side. Is it okay to go across? Is it okay to go into the corner? Okay, thank you very much, guys. Thank you. Okay, yep, so I'm on this side. Always better to ask because I really don't want to get screamed at. Right, why do I want to be here? Because typically they do decide briefly to kind of line up, and this is the best spot to see them lining up. I was worried about the light, but it's not that bad actually. It's certainly not good, but this time in 2 months we're not going to be worrying about how much light there is. We're going to be worrying about the fact that there's way too much light. Oh, I'm hearing the shouts at the back. Imminent arrival, everyone. That's a solo. Okay. Blues won today, 100%. That blues solo we saw at the beginning was spectacular. Whichever trooper that was, if you're watching this video, brilliant. That was the best solo I've heard, actually. That, everybody, would be our shot. Quite an unusual one. I'm going to stand against the wall to get it nice and smooth. There we are. How's about that? Oh. Ah, naughty boy. Look at you getting in trouble, breaking the rules. Okay, here they come, everybody. Trumpeter horse should be first. Oh, yes. Bingo. There we are. Look at you, beauty. I think we're expecting, what, 7, 8, possibly? Wait till they're all lined up and then I'll zoom out. A lot of familiar faces, actually, on this guard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Oh, whoa, flipping hell. Hold on a second. 9. 8 plus the captain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9. Yeah, so 8 troopers, the officer, captain, and the trumpeter, and he's spectacular grey. For a total of 10. Okay, here comes a trooper to take the regimental standard, everybody. It is the regimental standard, yep.
Right now.
Yep.
Definitely heard you got the right thing there.
Indeed, we are on it. Horses are being very well behaved this morning, aren't they? I mean, really, really well behaved. Brilliant. 1 second. I was just reading something there while I was speaking. Came out a bit wrong. There we are, that's what we wanted. Goodbye to you, beauty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the captain. Oh, he's got a really beautiful horse. I have no idea which horse that is. I couldn't see the hoof number. That is an absolutely spectacular horse at the rear. Bit of a horse jam in the stable area. Right, folks, this is what we avoided, luckily, by being on this corner. A massive amount of people, all of whom are super curious about what we just saw taking place here in the yard. Everyone is super. You made me laugh. Damn it, that guy made me laugh. He tried to and he succeeded. Well done, chap, for that. He actually made me laugh. Damn, I lost my train of thought completely then. Sometimes tourists do that and I ignore them, but yeah, for some reason his cheeky grin made me laugh. Okay, all secure. 1, 2, 3 chains are up, everybody. Done. Super. Off to the front we go with this massive flow of food-seeking foodie tourists. Wait. Okay, so here we are. Who have we got today? Well, we know we've got the lifeguards, but which horses have they brought with them? Oh. Gosh. 1 second, folks. It's a bit of a squish here this morning. Okay, that's it. We're in. Let's have a quick look and keep our fingers crossed that we can find out which horses we've got. Someone's reading out the sign. Okay, so lifeguard horse number. Venus. Everybody, we have Venus. So I'm wondering if in another box we've got Mercury. Actually, it wouldn't be Mercury because there isn't a horse called Mercury. But yeah, this is Venus, and this is a mare, as a lot of you will already know. Hence her perfectly combed fringe. Right, walking past on a very important call to his stockbroker. He's like, what the hell are you doing buying Apple and Nvidia? I told you to buy Bitcoin. Actually, folks, I did refer to Bitcoin, didn't I, in one of my videos, I think last week or the end of the week before, at which point it was floating around the $62,000 mark. It's now $10,000 higher in just a week. But people, do not jump in. Why? Because the whales will rug you. Okay, they will. Second, there's enough retail cash piling into Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's massive holders, the whales. They'll rug pull it a little bit. Not completely, they'll drop it back down to 50, 55, and then they'll rinse you all out of your cash and they'll do it all over again. Oh, wait, her headphones are hanging on the floor. I wonder if she knows. Before I think, I meant to mention that at the opening of the video. Yesterday, folks, to my great alarm and horror, I noticed that on one of the videos, sorry, I noticed on one of the videos, somebody had been commenting in capital letters, screaming almost actually, shouting, "Oh, don't name troopers, blah, 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 blah," this kind of rubbish in the chat. Why is that rubbish? Well, because the person that was commenting, one, should have known a lot better. Okay, regular viewer of the channel should have known a lot better than to start screaming and shouting in the comments. Let me clarify something, folks. Troopers whose names appear sometimes in the comments have chosen to have a more public profile than the majority of the troopers. What does that mean? It means that they've got verified social media, or, for example, they've got a social media presence on TikTok and other platforms where they post their own content, often under their own real names. Okay. Now, troopers like that I know would message me in 2 seconds. They would send me a WhatsApp, or they would tap me on the shoulder here, or they'd even call me if it were that bad, and they'd say, "Look, why is my name in the comments, or can you remove this?" Just like a couple of troopers I know here have said, "Please don't put me in videos." Fair enough. So to have somebody come on screaming in the comments about there being, don't name troopers in the comments and so on. First off, I personally don't name anybody, never have, never will. You'll never see the name of a trooper written by me on any of my videos ever. But the question was why I'm not removing comments when people name troopers. Well, let me tell you something. On YouTube there is what's called a keyword block list. Okay? And there are a few troopers whose names are on that list. Why? For two reasons. One, they've asked never to be included or to be mentioned. And two, this only applies to 2 lifeguards, have asked not to be filmed. Not by me, but by everyone. They're like, we don't want to be on any social media. Fair enough, I can't argue with that. As a matter of respect for their service, I will, of course, and have agreed not to include them wherever possible. That isn't possible when they're arriving, for example, on a long guard or at ceremonial events when the entire troop is running by it. Anyway, so the point of this is that we all know how careful I am with what is posted and where it's posted. Now, if there were any issues of privacy or security concerns, ask yourself one thing, people. Would I have been invited behind the scenes? Of course not. Why? Because it would have been a security issue. Hold on 1 minute. It really looked for a second like, I wonder if he knows him. He marched right in and started talking to the trooper. This guy with the yellow suitcase. I thought it was a bit weird actually to go up that close with a suitcase. Yellow suitcase and an LV bag. I've been wondering what's been missing from my outfits here for all this time, and I've just realised I haven't got an LV handbag, everybody. I need to buy one. Anyway, back to my point. So yes, I removed the comments by said user screaming and shouting that, you know, all of us are being irresponsible by naming troopers. What an absolute load of rubbish. But noticing how many of those comments have been left by that one user, I had, unfortunately, guys, to pull the plug on her. She will not be commenting again on any of the videos. It's unfortunate, but what I can't have is somebody questioning my integrity in terms of what I do here and the way in which I do it. I would say that I am super discreet, super respectful, and I do talk behind the scenes to people that work here. I know what I should and shouldn't post, which is why certain types of videos you never see on my channel. Why? Because they could be a security concern. So I thought I'd clear that up, just in case anybody else wants to scream and shout in the comments about, you know, troopers and their names and the rest of it. I think for the moment nothing more needs to be said about that. Okay, she's having a one-way conversation with the horse. Okay, the trooper's kind of like, I think the trooper said, oh, hold on a second. The trooper just said, don't get too close. Did anyone get this in yet? This has got to be a biter, this horse, though, no? Yep, got to be a biter. We didn't ID this one yet, did we, everybody? Now, if the trooper's telling a parent with his kid not to get too close, we've got to have a biter. Who would this biter be? Let's see if we can find out. You go right around. Zoom. Let's see if we can grab, I completely forgot before because I got distracted, the hoof number. Let's see if we can ID this beauty. Similar size to the other horse, actually, so it wouldn't surprise me at all if we've got a pair of mares. Oh great, here we go. Just as I'm about to take the picture, there's a zillion tourists. Oh, actually, this tall guy, I don't know him, he's a good guy. He's always good with his group. Hey, you alright? Let's have a look, see if we can pick up that hoof number. Tourists. Oh gosh, wait, I need to wait for them all to go by. Oh, hold on, the horse is basically hiding his hoof. It's like, you're not going to take a picture of it. He's actually stuck his hoof in a hole in the box. How curious. Let me see if... oh my goodness me, hold on. Wow, I mean, I've kind of got it, but it's... what the hell number is that? I've got basically the tops of the two numbers. Wait, let me just have a look at the list and see if anything looks similar to what I've got here. Ah, hold on everybody. Penny's just dropped. It's tyranny. Yeah, it is. It's tyrannical, glorious horse that has tourist phobia. That explains why the trooper was saying to be careful. Oh, the trooper's going to behead a social media personality who's here. Oh. No one was expecting that. I was convinced he was going to go back through the gate. If I'm making a video of somebody else that's making a video, does that make me a videographer or a videographer? I never quite figured that out. Actually, that would be a videographer for at the end. Oh, I knew he was going to turn around quick then. Trying to scare us. Oh, this massive group of teens just happen to be standing exactly where he needs to go. But like the gent, he's going to go around them instead of through them. They're all like, oh my god, look. Oh, flipping hell. Just at the moment I'm about to walk, the guy gets his head in. Okay, let's stay at the front and focus on Tyranny, guys, for the rest of the video, because that's the horse of the two that's much more likely to, how do we say it, to play with, or better still, antagonize the tourists. We know how rare it is here for a trooper to tell the tourists step back, the horse is a biter. But he did.
16 seconds.
I said it before, didn't I, people? This horse, of all the lifeguard horses, is the equivalent in this regiment of Ormond. That viper-like stance, look, it's completely chill. Waiting for the moment, waiting for the right victim. Everybody, wait. I've spotted what I believe to be, or who I believe to be, a new corporal of horse. Actually, hold on a second. It's not a corporal of horse, it's a captain. Look. Captain. I'm not sure if that is the captain that we saw this morning, but it's definitely a captain. Corporal of horse. It's because he had the crop, but I've just noticed the 3 pips on his shoulder, so 100% he's a captain. Lifeguard captain, showing some lucky fellows behind the scenes. Luckier fellows than you and I, everybody. Oh, hold on a second. I think she's about to wipe her nose on the guard's cloak. Venus is super fast actually. I don't think she's ever bitten anybody or even gone to nip anyone. Famous last words. I remember seeing that before actually when the Chinese tourist was pushed on the floor. That said that was Ormond. Yeah, of course, yeah. Love it. Super cute when tourists ask me permission if they can go to the horse. Like, of course. Very thoughtful. In fact, exceedingly thoughtful people, I would say. Adidas tribute top, lifeguard, limited edition lifeguard. Interesting enough, yeah, again, just remember folks, the horse freaking out a bit earlier this morning, at the beginning of the video. It is always that box, isn't it? What are we thinking, people, practically? What are the theories as to why this box, Tyranny's box, is the one that causes the most meltdowns? Are we thinking there might well be a ghost? Perhaps the ghost of the original army? Because not exclusively, but 90% of the meltdowns we've seen here have been at this end. I've only seen maybe 3 ever serious meltdowns at the other end. But how many at this end? We've seen at least this year, what, a dozen, if not more? In fact, probably a lot more than that. I would say closer to 2 dozen. There have been a few that I haven't even posted. Not that, what else could it be? The boxes have nothing that sets them apart. They're both the same size. They're both cleaned at the same time. I can't think of any other reason. There's nothing here that differentiates this end from the other end, except the number of horsey meltdowns we've seen here. What do we think, guys? Other theories? Come on, throw it at me in the comments. Mentioning almost every single time we've seen a horse meltdown, it's at this end, yeah? Hardly ever happens that end. Why would it be this end though? Because nothing is different unless I'm missing something, unless the box is haunted. I think it is.
No idea, but all the time like that. Huh?
Ghost, yep. Ghost of Arnie. It's gotta be. Yep. We have no idea who, guys, what else it could be. Other than a haunted box. Maybe I need to look through some of the old footage of this end to see if we can see a ghostly apparition hiding in the box. Actually, wait, one of you... Hold on a second. I do remember a viewer did send me a message with a screenshot saying they'd seen... actually, wait, hold on a second. I can see what they saw now. That was what they saw, guys. This looks like a face. Look. Looks like somebody actually carved a face. They didn't. But it looks like somebody carved a face in the plaster at the front.
Or should we do it on the...
Perfect timing. I think they're just about to change over. Wait, how long have we got till the changeover?
I don't know, but he's not...
Yeah, we'll get to see which other two horses are brought out before I finish the video, which is great actually thinking about it, because we'll then know who else we can expect on duty here today, if I can ID the horses.
Okay. Or you can go see Terry in July. I'm gonna ask her. Wait, after her. And go.
More visitors from the US on the left. Looking pretty... Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, so that explains why the trooper was really saying to them, stand back. Okay, now it makes sense. He's holding those reins pretty damn tight because he knows that horse, if he gets somebody, it's going to hurt. Wow, wasn't expecting that, to be fair. I thought the horse would be pretty chill today. Bro, don't do it. Thank you. Some of them crouched down. I always wonder, you know, when a strange lady I've never met before crouches down in front of me. I was thinking, hold on a second. Oh, there, off he goes again. Look. He's like, John, please don't warn them about what I'm about to do. Okay, I'm not going to tell them. Oh, wait, look, somebody bought a toy. Damn. Oh, this group coming in to the left. Hopefully they won't get too close. Because if they do, there's going to be a diplomatic incident. We know that this horse typically gets super freaked out when there are too many people crowding around patting him. He's like, yes! Bring it on, bring them on, I can deal with them.
Take photographs of this side or that side. I'm going to wait for just inside these gates in maybe 5 minutes. I'll be here. I'll wait for you. Alright?
So bro is right to be cautious on the left. Trooper is telling everybody to get back behind the bollards. That obviously includes moi. I'm now behind the bollard. In fact, where do all these people come from? It was pretty quiet when I walked out the gates just now. Look, it's a horse. Now they'll run through. For some reason, people, I have a distinct feeling we might well see Ormond this weekend. Now, don't quote me on that. I haven't been told anything and nobody's suggested anything. I sometimes get these little thoughts in my head. What has it been now? 3 months since Ormond was last here. Time has come. That said, in fact, maybe it's better if they if the Blues keep Ormond off until Easter. Okay, that's it. They're done. Is that man? Is that really a horse? No way. I still can't believe it. He said no. I remember that feeling, guys. The first time I came here, I didn't believe it either. Okay, that's our view. Slightly off centre, looking through the box into the yard. And we'll just about be able to get the 2 new horses coming to the box before I finish the video. I'm actually really happy that Tyranny's back. It's been a few weeks. Horse is brilliant at playing the indifferent role. Flipping loads of people there now. 1 second, guys. Let me hold the camera up a bit. Where did all this lot come from?
What's happening?
What's happening?
Yeah.
They're about to change over the horses.
Oh.
Yeah. Which country are you guys from?
Norway.
Ah, they actually bring out Norwegian horses next.
Oh, Norwegian.
Yeah, the next horse is up in Norwegian. They brought them over this morning. A few Norwegian horses coming up, people. Yeah, we're going to wait here because we can't go in there. They won't. Okay, everyone's going to get told to get out of the way in a minute. The trooper's going to use the horse to move them, or the police are going to tell them all to move. Oh, careful, careful. Not quite understanding the word bollards, I think. Doesn't translate well from English to Norwegian.
Wenn du nur hinfällst. Ich kann, mein Schatz ist in mein Zimmer rein und irgendwie zum Schlafen. Ich muss so lass durch. Nee, ich hab den Finger gemacht.
Half of Norway's here, guys, today.
Keine Ahnung. Ah, die tauschen jetzt Plätze. Mach das nicht.
Oh, the other horse at the back wants to quit. Oh wow, this trooper brought the horse super close, in fact, to everybody standing in front of me. Actually, somebody's left their van here. Get ready for it, folks. Look, this builder's about to get told off. Oops. It's like, why did you just decide to stop your van outside horseguards? He's like, well, I'm here to maintain the highway. flipping hell, that massive group of Norwegians completely took over the front. It's really hard to get a decent view then, folks. Anyway, the horse has quit. He's off, look. He's come back again. Not in a good mood, this horse. Let's see, hold on a second. See if the Norwegians are going to move. Right, boom, we're in. Oh, they've just arrived to fix the box. It's not a happy horse. Which horse is it though? That's the key question. Actually, I'm pretty sure just looking at the horse visually, we don't know this horse. 4 socks. Very, very slender and elegant looking horse. Reminds me of the late and great sorely missed Indigo. Let's have a quick look, guys, see if I can ID this beauty before we finish. I'm not optimistic, but you never know. Oh, goodness me, the marking on the hoof is an absolute mess. In fact, the numbers are not, it's not numbered left to right, it's numbered top to bottom, which is very, very, very curious. People behind me are waving, thinking they're in the video, but the problem is they're not because I'm filming in front of me. It's amazing how many people think that I'm recording myself presenting to camera, but I didn't do that because I'm not a narcissist. Right, let me see if I can get a bit closer because this hoof number, I think we're going to have to write this one off. It is an absolute squishy mess. Goodness me. It's the shouts in the yard, it's just a trooper changeover. You saw the new gatesman head to his post. I'm going to try one more time by getting super close because even at 10 zoom, it looks like it's just a single number, but that's a very, very odd. Alright, okay, there's a clear picture. 1 second, let's have a look. I don't think anyone's going to read that one. 1 second.
Excuse me, are you famous?
Am I famous? Do I look famous?
In the photography world?
Maybe.
Nah, I'm not famous. Wait, in fact, you can tell me if I'm famous. What do you think?
You are famous.
No, I'm not famous. I promise I'm not.
184 seguidores.
Have a good day, guys.
Oh my god.
Okay, folks, here comes a massive outflux of people. I'm definitely not famous, trust me. So many, I'm tempted to go for a part 2. What do we think? You know what? Yes, I will. Back shortly for part 2. Bye for now.